And we are live. Hey everyone! Pleasure to have you today. Pleasure to be on Friday. Not because it's going to be the weekend, not only I will say, but especially because we have our new members presentation. The new members presentation. That's the moment, the time when we actually introduce our new members and have the opportunity to learn more about who they are and what they do, what activities they have. So very happy to have them on the show today. And I'm going to start asking the first speakers to go on stage, if I may say so, because we have 6 people today, and we're gonna try to stick with the time we have today. So yeah, Tom from Boli's, if you're ready, you can have the mic.
Hi guys, I'm Tom from Boli's. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys and pleasure to present. Let me jump to the presentation. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, perfectly well. You're good to go.
Awesome. So today I'm going to speak about our project, which is called Boli's. Boli's is a basketball game and also a sports platform. So with Boli's, we started in April 2022 in collaboration with Crypto.com. The project started as NFT drop of PFPs. We had 999 NFTs that were sold on Crypto.com marketplace. And these NFTs were our avatars and the entry point to our metaverse, which is called MetaCourt. They were sold out very quickly. And since then, we're working on the first game, and also we work with the community. This is a basketball-oriented project so far, but in general, Boli's is a gaming platform and a sports gaming platform with easy on-ramping for Web2 players. Our intention is to have this seamless connection between Web2 and Web3 and allow all the Web2 guys to play the game without the knowledge of blockchain, without wallet connection, and without having NFT. That's why we created something which we call lend and earn system. I will explain it in a second, but our mission also is to create the social place for sports where all the fans and Web3 and Web2 enthusiasts meet and they chat and talk about sports. We started from basketball, but we are already thinking about moving to other sports, to football and American football. This is part of our roadmap for later. Project has 3 pillars at the moment. The first one is basketball game. The second is the learn to earn protocol. This is the mechanism that allows to copy your NFT into multiple ones off-chain. So if you are not familiar with NFTs and you don't know how to connect your wallet, you basically can learn this NFT from other players and play normal game. Game is going to come on mobiles, on iOS and in Google Store. The third pillar that we're building at the moment is Gear Protocol. This is a protocol that is in a prototype stage at the moment. It's pretty nice as well, we think, because it allows to transfer NFTs between different games. And our achievements so far, as I mentioned, we dropped the first collection a year ago, and it was a very quick sale. It took us 10 minutes to sell all 10,000 pieces with 2 million revenue. So it was a very nice kickoff for the project. We lined up at that sale in Crypto.com queue around 60,000 people. So far on the secondary market, Boli's traded with around $6 million volumes. In Feb, we also released beta game, and currently we have now over 500 selected community members that play the game since February, and the release of the soft launch is coming this month. Our community across social media is around 30,000 people, and we love to keep them busy. That's why we organize surprise raffles. We organize locker room talks with NBA basketball players, prediction games. We also built a customization platform for community. And from one of the achievements, we were also admitted to Google Startup program, where we will be holding our first marketing campaign after the soft launch together with Google. About the game, because that's the center point and the full focus of the whole team at the moment. The game is very quick. The game is really nice, and it's play to earn game. It's a strategic card game, basketball card game. It's a very unusual niche. You need to be quick. You need to think a lot. You need to outscore your opponent on the meta court. Using your body's characteristics, attaching gear to your character, playing and upgrading your card deck. You've got a really short period of time where you plan your strategy and then make your move. You either attack or defend your basket. The play time is around 3-4 minutes. And it's really quick. You have to think quickly, but a lot. You play against your opponents, you enter tournaments, you play for tokens, upgrade your characters. It's a lot of stuff to do in the game. It's really cool. And people can also join now our beta still on our app .bolis.gg. When it comes to the roadmap, our roadmap is written for the next 2 years, but I just wanted to mention that what we haven't done, because that might be also an opportunity, we haven't released the token yet. So this is something that is coming hopefully at the second part of this year, which might be a good opportunity for the community and also potential investors in the project, because the token is not yet in the market. So definitely there will be some pre-sale of the token before we release. Our ambassadors have over 10 million social media reach. We've got NBA players, we've got former NBA players, former Hall of Famers, we've got Eurobasket champs on board. Our ambassadors are awesome and they support the project very much. And I just wanted to say a little surprise to the community and also to new people that probably within 1 week we're also adding someone well-known to this ambassador group. And this person is the current NBA player. Our team currently consists of 15 people, and this is excluding the advisors that you can see on the screen. So we have fully operational team with developers, with marketing people, and also with moderators. They are not mentioned here on the slide, but they are the ones that I wanted to give the shout out at the moment, because they're doing a great job on Discord, where the community is. It's a very vibrant group. They moderate Discord in the best possible way, attract new people every day. Very chatty Discord server. So shout out to Erectus, Jaxus, Wes, Turbonator, Flemish, and Pascaline. They are the top guys and girls in our group, and the ones that are the root of the whole team. So very experienced people, all in all, mostly from 2016, 2017, being involved in crypto since then. So yeah, tons of experience. And we are moving forward with the project. We are all over social media. You can touch base with us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Discord, on our website. We are open for collaborations with other projects. We are moving forward pretty quickly, and we are super happy that we joined BGA and we are a proud member of the community. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Tom. Definitely happy to have you as well. Like you mentioned Rumble Kong League, which is another kind of NFT project based on basketball. And actually, that's good that you put that, because it was also my understanding with the kind of strategy you're having for the game. So it will be very exciting to have you doing our demo day and to see the evolution of the gameplay as well, for an opportunity for everyone to show the gameplay. So again, wonderful to have you, and we will see you obviously for next opportunities to speak. Thanks again. And
Thank you.
another Tom, but yet another member. Tom, if you can have the mic now, if you can go on stage, would be perfect.
Sure. Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm just sharing the screen now.
Sure.
Let me know if it works.
I'm seeing something, just loading a little bit, and I'm going to be able to. Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, good. So I represent a company called Olympics, and on Olympics, we are disrupting a space of competitive games with the use of blockchain. But before I even jump to explaining how we do it, it's important to understand why we do it. So now, like, the community and everyone is talking about things like how to drive more gamers from Web 2 space to Web 3 space, or Web 3 gaming will be like $50 billion market by the end of 2025. The question is, like, how the hell are we supposed to drive there? We have like 2 years, right? Our heavy bet is on the fact that competitive games are actually the future of Web3 gaming. A couple of reasons why we believe so. Like, first of all, there is a clear common denominator between communities in crypto and in gaming, and this is this thrill of risk that people like. Then the second thing is that blockchain actually resolves real and tangible problems in competitive gaming. I'm going to elaborate about that in a minute. And the third is that traditional gaming is also looking for the new monetization models, like free to play as something that is more and more competitive is hard to monetize. So traditional gaming is also in search for new monetization models. Like the starting point for now is that we have almost like $80 billion flowing from players to the game dev studios in online games, and we believe that adding blockchain for like a settlement layer between transactions between players, like a peer-to-peer transactions, this is something that might cause an adoption and fuel to eventually drive to the numbers that we all believe in. It looks like it's not only our belief, actually. All the big VCs, including Delphi Digital and Bitcraft, they're saying in their reports that competitive games with rewards, this is something that is growing, and it's a beautiful use case for blockchain. We did have an example of a Web3 game released by Yuga Labs. I'm talking about Tuki Dash. It expressed a potential of gaming becoming a marketing tool to drive communities. That was an excellent one. And in a sense, like, it was a huge commercial success. And in the same time, unfortunately, a failure on the security side. So I mentioned that blockchain is resolving like important problems in competitive gaming, and looking at the problems, we should understand that the situation at the moment is following. Mostly, like, the bigger game dev studios are building competitive games because this is very complex process. This is very costly. It takes a lot of time and resources, right? Because big studios are doing that, they have the marketing budgets and they can generate trust among players in a fairly centralized way. So if we imagine that we allow all the game developers and all the game dev studios, regardless of the size, to build competitive games, it implies another problem to be solved: how to provide a scalability of trust and fairness. There are more problems to go, and blockchain can resolve them. So one of them is like the time between the moment when the reward is granted in the tournament or leaderboards and the moment when the reward is actually at the wallet of a player. So there are more problems to be solved. And what we did with the Olympics, we solved all of these problems in what we believe is a kind of nice way. Is the next slide going? Yeah, is a nice way of competitive online games ecosystem that we've built. So It's supported by three pillars. First, it's competitive games development platform, a set of tools that allows game developers to very quickly build competitive games. Like for casual games, it's like between 4 to 6 weeks. Plus, then technology that we call proof of game causes that every single game built on Olympics is inheriting an esports security. It's kind of by design. And the third element is decentralized hosting. So it's a network that allows to kind of share the profits from the hosting with the community, with investors, and with the advisors. Just briefly about each one. So the platform itself, as you may see, it's kind of a one-stop shop to build competitive games, starting from multiplayer SDK to Unity, cloud services, security toolkit, matchmaking, and all that is on the screen, including the smart contracts to monetize these games, to distribute the rewards and leaderboards, and to organize tournaments, etc. Right? Having an API, we also extend this offering by NFTs, wallets, payments, and other components that might be added to the platform by third-party suppliers. And it all translates to significant savings in time and cost in terms of the production of such game. There's a very simple reason for it. You don't need to hire talents like DevOps or backend developers and networking architects, etc. So it all makes the process and cost like really, really low. Then the second component was the security. Just briefly, every single game that is built on Olympics is server authoritative. Means like there is external source of truth for the result of the game. The result itself is saved on blockchain. So we implemented the concept of in-game oracle that is described in our white paper that I can provide. And the third pillar and third component is this decentralized game hosting network. This is a heart of our tokenomics, where we reward node operators for hosting games and securing them. So where we are now in terms of the project and traction, we already hosted more than 1 million gameplays. There's more than 1,000 game developers that sign up for our competitive game development course. 7 games are out already, and then 15 games are in development. So we are on track to having estimated 100 games by the end of the year in our development pipeline. How do we go to market? In a sense, we're building a game development hub. So it's a space where we train game developers within a project called Olympics University. We certify them and provide them opportunities to build games for brands that are actually seeking vendors to build them, right? Another initiative is a Trusted Partners program. It's more B2B program where we do the kind of smart matchmaking between game dev studios and those who are kind of budget owners for the games. Grants program, work for hire program, and partnerships. It's all kind of aimed to drive a process of building more and more competitive games, engaging game developers and game dev studios. Our target groups are obviously game developers, but also gaming platforms and game publishers. These are these types of, I would say, partners that help us to get to the game developers at scale, and usually they're very much aware of security importance in competitive gaming, and they're very sensitive to the time and costs of producing competitive games. So at the moment, our roadmap is following. So we already launched the project. We do have a platform to build the games. The product is ready in a sense. As you've seen on previous slides, we do have traction with the games that are out and the games that are being built. Our KPI and goal is 100 games at the end of the year. We are at the moment fundraising. So this is one of the objectives for current time. And then the next year, this is the year we will be building a decentralized game computing network. So the network that I mentioned before. At the very moment, games are hosted with the use of Google Cloud Platform. That is our partner. But the next year, we progress with the decentralization. And this is it for now. Just wanted to again thank you for letting us into the Blockchain Games Alliance. This is a pleasure to be there, to contribute at any time. If you have any questions, here are my details. As I mentioned, at the moment, we are having like 2 very clear goals. We're looking for new games. So any game developers and game studios, welcome. As Yuga Labs presented the opportunity of gaming becoming a marketing tool. So any projects also that want to drive more engagement within their communities are welcome. We can help to get you connected with the game dev studios to bring more competitive game to your community. And the second goal is the fundraising. So we are now just raising around that. If you're interested, then feel free to shoot me a DM.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much, Tom, for the press.
Thanks a lot.
Definitely up to give awareness about everything you building with actual game partners, but also the one you will have, and we would love to actually help you on that. Obviously, to meet relevant people to build on Olympics. So thanks again for the press. Really appreciate.
I even see the connection between our project and Tom's project.
Yeah,
so
I see it as well.
Like immediate and instant.
Yeah. That's all you need. Yeah, 2 Toms in the same country in the same panel at the same time. That's all you need. Yeah. Thanks again,
Thanks
Tom.
again. Thank you.
I would love to have Gabriel. Gabriel, if you're ready to go on stage and present OBS, would be lovely.
Sure. It's currently 12:20 a.m. at the moment here in Australia, so bear with me.
Wow, you come from Australia. I should have started with you. Sorry for that.
I tried to make it as light as possible here, but it's very dark. So, first of all, hello BGA and everyone on the call. It's a pleasure to be here with everyone. And a big congratulations to the previous speakers. It's amazing to see, this cryptocurrency space growing, especially during these challenging times. We're all in it together. Essentially, the presentation deck is about 40 pages long. So I'm going to present to you the webpage, which is very nicely presented. I thought I'd show it off. Let me just share my screen now.
Yeah, no problem. In the same time, I'm just going to say hello to Alp, who joined us at the end. Alp, you have a present button just below if you want to try it now. When you will be able to present at the end, you can try it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I see it, Flavian. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. Awesome. Going back to you, Gabriel.
Let me know if you can see my screen now, guys.
We can see it.
Awesome. So what is OBS World? It's essentially a place where car lovers and petrol heads like myself, they find their digital home within a metaverse filled with activities where you can explore, customize your virtual garage, play car-themed games, and participate in auctions. So we have a lot more to come, but that's just to name a few. So the concept of really belonging is at the heart of OBS World. So we organize events, both large expos and niche community activities. Our members engage in simulated racing coached by the Le Mans series winner, Gustav Skrimbergas, which is actually an internal member of our team. And for sports fans, OBS World offers live streams of various motorsports events pretty much worldwide. So what makes OBS World a unique metaverse is the ability to customize your avatars fully. So we provide our users the ability to create and trade unique NFT-backed 3D car models and socialized in virtual spaces we've created. So I'll be actually showing you that live, provided that it's not laggy in a few moments. So the roadmap, we've had quite a journey so far, especially with these tough times, as I mentioned. So we're developing the OBS community, partnering with racing communities, and welcoming our initial investors in 2022. We launched our first garage prototype in early 2023 and have actively communicated with blockchain partners. So as we move forward, we secured 30% of our funding, launched OBS World private beta, which I can send anyone a link to, and they can test it on iPhone. And integrated our platform with the Polygon blockchain so far. So now we are on preparing the launch for the OBSW token, as I think Baldy's mentioned as well. We're in that sort of similar stage, and we'll be integrating and launching on the Polygon platform along with the metaverse. So those applications will be available on the Apple and Android store. So yeah, just keep an eye out, and hopefully you guys can get a chance to download if you're in the right country. And it doesn't stop there. So OBS World will see live event streaming, marketplace integration for NFTs and digital assets, a sim races marketplace as well, and integrations with the iRacing platform by the end of the year. So I think this is really important, but I'd like to show you the who's behind the wheel at OBS World. And in this case, it's Dimitri's story. So a boy who bought his first Porsche, had a massive passion for Porsches and still does. I keep on telling him that we need to partner up with other brands, and he's listening to me, which is good. But essentially, he fulfilled his childhood dream. He inspired many others and founded the OBS community, organizing Porsche events and sim racing championships. So essentially, he's deciding to take it to the next level and create a metaverse, which is welcome for all around the globe. Moving on, I don't know if is it loading on your screen?
For now, I just have, I just see you scrolling the page on my side.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll just head over to the partners until that loads, because I'm loading up the game for all of you guys to see. So in the past few months, as I mentioned earlier, we've been busy forming strategic partnerships, not only with blockchain, but with industry giants like Kremer Racing, a well-known Porsche club in Germany, and of course I mentioned Polygon, and the Blockchain Game Alliance, to name just a few. So yeah, that's the partners, and we'll welcome anyone on this call, any previous or future speakers. I think there's already a few synergies there, so welcome to have a chat after this call as well. So the team, that's probably the most important, right? So the OBS World team is a unique blend of Web3 gaming and technology experts, all with a deep understanding of automotive community engagement and growth strategies. So OBS World is in good hands. Now I'll show you guys something that we're all internally pretty excited about. So it's our first NFT collection in OBS World's very own NFT marketplace. And it's the first NFT collection consists of license plates. As you guys can see here, there's quite a few lists. I think already 23 have been sold in a few hours. And it consists of the users being able to purchase and utilize once we're live in game, so they can show off their plate numbers with any car available in their garage. So this is our primary concept in OBS World. It's really for each digital asset to have a use case and story behind it. Now the most exciting part, I'm going to show you the video of gameplay. So this is on iOS. Now, I don't know if it's going to load very well because I'm streaming, but just let me know if it lags. I promise you this is not how it looks in real life on the game. But let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So this is a menu. Obviously, there's different garages. It goes quite quickly, but there's different garages that you can access. This is one of the first templates. And we're also building on Unity as well. So any Unity developers, you can probably see some relevance there. Obviously, we have Porsches as one of the main car models. But as I mentioned, there will be future car models as well. Like Ford, we're in discussions with Ford and Aston Martin as well. So that's going to be interesting. And these are NFT artwork that you can buy from the NFT marketplace and display on your garage or anywhere else within the metaverse. Just playing around with the couches, showing you guys the graphics.
And you can I also see very famous poster, like the one from Le Mans, which is a very famous racing competition in France.
Exactly, yeah. So we actually had one of the our internal employees, Gustas, which raced in the sim racing there. So yeah, it's I think it was one of his requests maybe to have that in. And again, we've got 3 other Porsches. I wouldn't mind having any 3 of them in real life, but people can have them in the metaverse as well. So now I think we're moving to the bar. So this is an area where people can sort of discuss. I'll turn this volume a bit down. But this is where people can see auction or cars that are available for auction, and they can go in there and place their bets or place their price. This is where we can show sponsored videos, We might even perhaps show live streaming as well in the future. Depends on the bandwidth that people can handle. Again, these are just replicas of potential users in the space. And then this is the auction room. So if you'd like to head directly in the auction room to see other cars, you'll be able to do so, and you'll be able to swipe left or right, sort of like a dating app, but for cars, where you'll be able to place bets and even have a drink with purchasing via our native token. And that's essentially it. I didn't want to go deeper because I know we're short for time. But that's OBS World, and we're happy to collaborate. We are currently raising for the OBSW token. We're about 50% of the way, 40% of the way through our $5 million raise. So if you'd like to contact me for other collaboration or potential investment, feel free to do so.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Gabriel. Actually, you can, you know that we have a private chat. So if you want me to put on the public chat the link of the NFT sales, please do so, and I will share with everyone.
Beautiful, we'll do.
Again, thanks a lot. Thank you very much for the presentation, Gabriel.
No problems.
Simon, pleasure to have you today. If you are ready, the stage is yours.
Sure, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Simon. I'm in charge of business development and partnerships at Exaion for the blockchain part of Exaion. So who is Exaion? We are the Web3 subsidiary of the EDF group. So for those who don't know, EDF is a French public company. So we're owned by the French state. We are the biggest European electricity supplier and producer, and the #1 owner of nuclear power plants, with 145 billion euros of turnover in 2022. So we have been founded, in 2018 and founded in 2020 by Fatih, our CEO, who was working at the EDF VC, and Laurent Bernoux-Mazar, who was the formal head of EDF data centers. We are today 50 people, and we are located in France and in Canada. So what we do is that we have built our infrastructure, so IT infrastructure, with supercomputers from EDF. So we give a second life to supercomputers that were originally used for nuclear. We built Web3 products on top of it to provide green Web3 infrastructure services. So we are green because we give a second life to data centers, and also because we are located in geographical areas where energy is decarbonized. So in France, we're located in Normandy, where we are 97% decarbonized energy. And in Canada, we are located in Quebec, where they have a majority of hydroelectricity. So all of this gives us a carbon footprint of 38 grams of CO2 per kilowatt hour. If you compare it to in the US for hyperscalers, they are over from 150 to more than 200 grams of CO2 per kilowatt hour. And in Asia, they are over 600 grams of CO2 per kilowatt hour. So we have 3 lines of products. The first line of product is Exaion Node. So it's a Node as a service platform. It's our blockchain services. So we have a SaaS platform allowing anyone to deploy a blockchain node on our green infrastructure and to read and write on the blockchain and to host their dApps. We are also a one-stop shop. So anyone who wants to develop and deploy a dApp on various blockchain, we can do it from the specification to the delivery and maintaining the application on our infrastructure. The second line of product is Hexagon Compute. So it's a high performance computation in the cloud. So we work a lot with artificial intelligence. We aim to do edge computing, so miniaturizing data centers to spread them on the territory to do edge computing. And basically every program that requires a lot of computing power, we can run it on our infrastructure because we have supercomputers, basically. And the third line of product is Hexagon Studio. So it's a cloud service for 3D professionals. So animation studios, metaverse companies, gaming companies, we can allow them to access to workstations and 3D rendering, GPU farms, CPU farm directly on our green infrastructure. So I'm going to talk a bit about Hexagon Node, who we are, and what's the purpose of Hexagon Node. So the purpose is to simplify access and use of blockchain for any company who would like to interact with a blockchain on a dedicated, secure, and decarbonized infrastructure. So we are really on the infrastructure layer of blockchain. I really like to compare Hexagon to a road builder when the car revolution happened. Well, we don't care so much about like which car manufacturer is going to win because we build the roads, and whatever constructor is going to win, drivers will need to use roads, and we are the road builders. We are really different from our competitors because they all rely on Web2 infrastructure, and we built our infrastructure for Web3, and it has really different hardware needs. And we also have the green components that is really interesting. So that's our main force. We are sovereign. So our data centers for Europe are based in France, and we are GDPR compliant. We don't sell your data. And we have our data center in Quebec, who is for services all around North America. We are secure. So in France, we are hosted in EDF data centers, who are securing 56 nuclear power plants. So the security is more than okay. Decentralization is on the way by miniaturizing data centers in containers and spreading them all over the territory. And eco-friendly, as I said, we give a second life to supercomputers, and we have a really decarbonized energy. So all of this gives helps companies to earn, to save time and money and carbon emissions by using our platform. Today we have 8 protocols. Most of them are public and permissionless protocols. We are also hosting some private or permissioned protocols that can be really done on demand. And we have current features, so RPC nodes, either private or shared nodes, access to shared nodes. We have a free offer for anyone who would like to host their wallets on our infrastructure. And we have also indexing tools who are going to arrive soon. We can host private blockchains to do some hosting. And the major feature that is going to arrive is the staking infrastructure that we are currently building. So we have a really institutional, we are institutional grade. So we work with many banks. We work with also big gaming companies like Ubisoft or pure players like Dogami. And we have partnerships with various blockchain protocols. We are running nodes for Hedera, running nodes for Energy Web also. And two of our big use cases that we did is through our infrastructure, Société Générale emitted a 100 million euros bond on the Ethereum blockchain. And the second one is that we emitted also a bond through an infrastructure to finance a renewable energy project. So here are the URL is not.exaen.com. Through the QR code, you can access to our platform. I'll be more than happy to have a chat with anyone to provide either with green blockchain nodes or green 3D infrastructure. And really glad to be in the Blockchain Game Alliance to help move the Web3 blockchain gaming becoming more green, and to help them develop and gain also legitimacy in the world, because, well, we are a massive company. We have a lot of legitimacy in the because we are public, owned by the French state, and we have more than 100 billion euros turnover, so we can help company gain legitimacy if we work together. Thank you very much.
Totally. Like, thank you very much, Simon. Like, you're totally right. Like, we're very fortunate to have you as members of the BGA, and we actually already use you for one of our article about environment and NFT gaming. What need to be done, and what's possible, what's already in the move. And it's crazy what you're doing, and it's important for us to capitalize on what you do, your expertise, and everything you're doing and developing for blockchain as a whole, but for gaming as well, because you're doing so much as well in these parts. So I'm pretty sure we're going to capitalize on you a lot to give some education to everyone about what's possible through, let's say, energy and protecting the environment in blockchain. I think there is a lot to do in terms of education. So you will be a part of it for sure. So thanks a lot, Simon.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Nico, hola Nico, hope you're doing well. Your turn. It's
Hola.
lovely to have you today. So if you're ready.
Yes, thank you, Flav, and hello everybody.
So as soon as you can push your presentation, sharing your screen, I will be able to share that to everyone. Okay, I'm seeing something. Yep, you're good to go.
You're good? Okay, hello everybody. I'm Nico, co-founder and CEO of Hola GG. We are a gaming guild. We're building the largest and most engaged gaming community across the Hispanic markets. We operate everywhere the language of Spanish is being spoken. So we focus in Latin America, currently still outside Brazil, and we also operate in Spain and the US, Hispanics. This market is quite large for gamers, more than 200 million active gamers. Most of these gamers, they are mobile first, and most of you know the reality of Latin America, at least, is one context, economic context of high inflation, very low average income, and there's a lot of lack of inclusion when it comes to internet commerce and banking services. Half of the population still lacks access to banks, while most of the population, over 80%, they all access mobile devices, right? As I said, we're building a gaming community, and we work as part of an ecosystem, as a broader family of key partners. Ola is reaching over 400,000 members. We started operating in early 2022, so it's been over a year and a half that we've been in the market. We're basically engaging our community, enabling them to create content, to run gaming quests, to take part of esports tournaments, really to show and to participate in the different programs that we are running. We believe in recognition, and we believe in Web3 gaming, in Web3 economy as a more inclusive technology. So our role basically is to channel all the opportunities that we can find out of Web3 gaming into the hands of our gaming community. Some of the numbers here, jointly with our key partners, and maybe let me highlight those are on the left here, we have Team Heretics. This is one of the main esports teams in the world, originally from Spain, expanding rapidly across the world. We're also part of the YGG ecosystem, co-founded also by YGG. We are a sub-DAO of YGG. We represent YGG in our region. And we also work close with GG Tech, a tournament platform company and event organizer. We've been able to onboard 30,000 players to sign up and participate in our programs, in our platform. We've distributed over $300,000 to the community members. We've onboarded over 12,000 scholarships and several millions views when it comes to the content that we've been creating. We've raised capital last year, led by Galaxy, followed by Bitcraft, Polygon, Arca, and come to us several others in the gaming space. We are a community at heart. Some demographics here. As you can guess, we were a young community. For the most part, we're between 16 to 30 years old. It's primarily dominated by males. Almost 30% of female representation. This is not too bad when you compare to gaming demographics, where below average in search for that gender equality. And when it comes to key markets, Mexico is our largest representation, followed by Argentina and Colombia. But these demographics, they change so frequently. If you ask me this question just a few months ago, we had Spain, Argentina, and Venezuela standing out. So the latest growth has been coming from Mexico more recently. Financial inclusion is our core reason on why we exist. As I was saying, we see Web3 technology, Web3 economy as a more inclusive way of relating and doing commerce online. We see gaming as a fun way for an early adoption. So basically what we do is we promote Web3 gaming opportunities to our community. We launched a documentary last year, and I invite everybody to have a look, where we basically interview several of our community members and have a little bit of a better understanding about their reality, their day-to-day, and how Web3 gaming is enabling them to find not only alternative ways of earnings, but more importantly, finding themselves in building a professional career inside Web3 gaming. But what is it that we actually do, right? So for the last 6-7 months, we've been building our own platform. This is holagg.io. Basically, this is the place where we're dropping everything that we're doing. So it's a quite robust platform, very robust in content, and most of what we're producing is being produced by the community. So this is a community-first platform. We have a gaming catalog for you to find your next Web3 game that is very nice filtered and very nicely described. We're running quests, we're running tournaments, we're running game testing, giving away scholarships, we're encouraging the community to drop their content review. We participate in gaming events. We have partners on education, and we are producing daily articles with guides and articles on news on what's going on in the industry. The gaming catalog is quite nice. Everything is in Spanish, and this is kind of our market niche, how we define everything that we're doing. We've added more than 80 titles so far, Web3 gaming titles, and you can see everything that's been incorporated here. So this is the place for the gaming description. What's the game about? Where do you find it? What chain? You can filter by the type of games and the gender, the platform, etc. There's also a section for user-generated content, so the community can drop their opinions of the games, their tips and tricks, etc. There's a place for quests, so the game can build their own quest, and quests could be different. Could be either top of the funnel adoption, like follow us on Twitter, start playing the game, download the game, or could be more around engagement and conversion of those players, requiring the players to reach a specific level in the game or to spend a specific amount of time playing the games. We've also incorporated on-chain metrics, on-chain data for those that they already are live when it comes to tokens and on-chain activity. Quest, as I was mentioning, this is a key way of relating brands and gaming companies with our community. And as I was saying, the quests could be more superficial, top of the funnel, or really generating a deep experience when it comes to testing and playing a new game. Scholarships, this was a model that worked really well, as you probably all know, on last year, right? Where we would invest in the game, we would own the NFTs, and we lend out the NFTs to the community to play for free. And then there was a revenue sharing structure between the scholarship, the manager, and the guild. This model is still pretty active. We have thousands of scholarships playing games day in and day out. Naturally, now it depends on the game structure. Most of the games are shifting into a free-to-play model, so scholarships are more around those where you're required to pay to start playing. Tournaments are working very nicely. We are hosting daily tournaments. These are primarily organized by community members, but they use our platform to engage with their friends and inner community and followers. So we use tournaments as a way of promoting participation, engaging with new communities. If you come to the site, you'll notice that we do run tournaments for traditional games like League of Legends, COD Mobile, or Stumble Guys. Those titles are so strong, the communities are so strong that we really like to invite those communities to come to the platform. And tournaments is a great way to start getting to know those community members. But we also run several Web3 gaming tournaments, and there's some statistics here and how tournaments work for to engage with your initial community, right? To find initial community members and get to know how the game is all about in a competitive, well, amateur way of playing. We're pretty active in esports. As I said, Team Heretics is one of our largest partners since day one, almost as co-founders of Ola. They've been supportive of our mission, our vision, and the direction that we're taking. So via Team Heretics, we are relating Web3 titles to professional esports teams around show matches, tournaments, testings. For our next events, we've also partnered up with Team Leviathan. This is maybe the fastest growing team in Latin America. And basically, this is what's going to happen on our next event. We're going to be inviting these two esports teams to our booth and have them test and play the new titles in gaming. So Web3 games now can show what they're doing, and really being tested by the pros. So this is a community event overall, but we're bringing in the best brands when it comes to professional gaming. This is the team. I'm sorry to be the one presenting. My co-founders are way more impressive than myself, starting by Gabby Dison, co-founder of YGG, also joined by Clara, rock star in the space when it comes to venture building and investing. Among the three of us, we started Ola a year and a half ago. We onboarded the rest of the team, and we started deploying our value proposition. Also joining myself on the team, some of the best advisors I can think of when it comes to investing, building, growth, and what's going on in the industry of gaming. So this is us. We are honored to join BGA. So thanks for having us, and hoping we can meet in the next few events or opportunities to connect.
Totally. Thanks a lot, Nico. We would love to work with you, and actually we're already trying to do so because you have so much to say in terms of what we could know about the ecosystem in Latin America, but not only, and what's happening in the Web3 space based on what you see and the amount of the community that you actually build, of players you build. So we already try to work with you, and we will do so along the way, because inclusivity, you named it, like it's so important for us as well, that we need to be surrounded by people who actually value that very much. So yeah, again, thanks a lot, Nico, and definitely we'll chat very soon.
Thanks.
Last but not least, I would like to have Alp, if you're ready to present Dojo Talent.
Yes, ready. Thanks a lot, Flau. And it's so exciting to see such a diverse group of members joining in at BGA. And I see a lot of synergy happening.
Yeah.
So let me just share my screen.
Okay. Just waiting on my side when I see it. And I can see a lot of deck shared on the private chat for you guys. So it's pretty cool. I love that. It's very cool that you share knowledge.
Yeah, I will also, after the presentation, I'll be happy to do it, share it with you guys.
Perfect. You're good to go. You need maybe to go full screen and you're good to go.
Yeah, okay. How do I go? Where is the full screen here?
That's a good question. We can sit, like it's okay. It's large enough.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Dan. Okay, so good afternoon again, everyone. It's a great pleasure to talk with all of you here today. And I'm the founder of Dojo Talent. My name is Alp Sezginsoy, and we are here to bridge the talent gap in the blockchain games ecosystem, and we are focused completely on the talent aspect of this emerging technology. And I'd like to share with you our mission, challenges we aim to address, and how we want to contribute to a blockchain games ecosystem. So our mission is we are building the talent ecosystem that match vetted expertise for top quality projects. So yeah, and so when we look at the talent gap in blockchain games, it's as Tom also mentioned, it's a rapidly expanding industry, and a lot of demand skill for professionals. It's growing very rapidly, and but finding qualified talents with expertise is really tough, and this gap is further fueled by ever-changing skill sets and dynamic industry. So what we do is we bring together talent and businesses in the blockchain games industry, and our mission is to bridge the talent gap by providing an open and inclusive platforms for talent to and blockchain gaming companies. And we want talent to be more accessible, at the same time developing itself with a community. And as Dojo Talent, we foster collaboration, knowledge sharing, and growth within the talent ecosystem. So to do that, we have 4 main principles. The first is trust. It's the cornerstone of our platform. We establish trust by prioritizing talent-client relationships, from project management to secure payments, vetting all talents clients in the best manner, and we ensure a reliable and trustworthy ecosystem. So our commitment is basically a long-term partnership that drives the success of this community. And at the same time, we believe in visibility of the top talent, their achievements, and what they do. By recognizing their expertise and accomplishments, we foster a culture of recognition that inspire talents and contribute to the ecosystem. And at the same time, it's similar with the employee branding of the gaming companies, and it creates a supportive environment where talents are empowered and showcase skills and recognize and values. Our third principle is including the clients in the process. Like we utilize steps such as browse and contact, facilitating one-on-one conversations, and open dialogue and collaborative environment. This strengthens our relationship and enhances the quality of talent-client partnerships. And at the same time, our fourth principle is be strict but transparent. So we maintain exclusivity on the platform by a rigorous vetting process at every step, but at the same time, we are very transparent with our processes. So for us, the community is in the center of our project, and it's the key driver in accessing and thriving talent, and we enable aspects of collaboration, knowledge sharing, and growth, and talent access and development. So in the past 7 months, we are a very recent project. In the last 7 months, now we have, through our new apps and systems, we can immediately reach over 200,000 talent in a diverse range of areas. And within the platform, we have now over 800 talents. And we have made new community deals and partnerships. And we have recently closed our pre-seed investment round with Bosphorus Ventures and UGC 90. And we have now recently launched an educational game acceleration program, including blockchain educational games. And we have now 11 companies in that program. And it's a 4-month program where we support these clients with relevant talent. And when you look at the building blocks of Dojo Talent, we provide flexible talent solutions. So that means you can easily and immediately access a wide range of talent, hourly, monthly, or long-term. And when we say wide range, it could be executional talent, let's say, such as Unity blockchain developer, or it could be more temp projects, like you can work with one or a group of talent for animations, or let's say game art, or you can even do strategic work for hourly work with some of the top talent for 1 hour, 2 hour type of reach, and you can do that immediately. And as our structure grows, we have the infrastructure to build a reach to match funnel where we use algorithmic matching as well as human involvement in the process. And within the heart of it, we have the community that's growing, which helps to do all these processes. So when you look at these, we have the 3 key elements. These are the talent, clients, and what we call sensei. These are sensei are handpicked top talent that basically enhances the vets and matches the talent in the process. So when we look at our offers to talent, it's access to high profile and impactful projects, which is very important in any industry, and flexible career building, networking, training, and vetting, and also referral programs and development opportunities. For clients, it's easily accessing vetted talent, flexible working arrangements, quick access to talent, and reducing hiring or working time. When we look at the sensei system for our community, like we have from junior to top talent, and they can progress in the journey and become a sensei. And once they become a sensei, they can actually vet the talent, and they can participate and earn from their projects as well. And when we look at our key pillars in the community pillar, we have we have this referral system where if you refer a certain talent, you can gain from their future engagements. And so if we have a quick look at our product overview, which will be launched in August, we will be it's in mainly it will be connecting talents and businesses in the blockchain games. And it's a we have this user-friendly platform for talent client matchmaking and project collaboration, and very streamlined processes, secure contracts, and efficient talent access. So I mentioned about what we have accomplished in the past few months, and in August we are launching a new program on Unity blockchain developers, and we will be at we have the our new products launch, and we will be at Gamescom. So if you will be there, we will be very happy to meet with all of you. Here is a quick showcase of what we have on our platform. And we have special offers to Blockchain Game Alliance. We truly believe in the potential of this community, and it's so we have significant amount of discount, like 80% off. Now we are working with. We don't charge anything to talent, but we charge 10% to client side based on their engagement. We will be changing the system. We are working on a more flexible subscription system for next year, but it will be on the third quarter of 2024. And for the first project, it's completely free. And until the end of this year, I'm happy to announce it will be 50% off to all Blockchain Game Alliance members. So I hope we basically want all the members to come and utilize the services so that we can progress in the best way. And yeah, thanks a lot for listening. There is we believe we can unlock the transformative power of blockchain in games and create a future of limitless possibilities. So thanks a lot, and that's about us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Alp. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Obviously, would love to. Thanks for the offer first, and I think we're going to communicate on it as well on different channels, specifically on our weekly. Thanks for the press. Was wonderful, guys. I know we were not so on time. It was challenging, but you made it very good, actually.
Yes.
So thanks a lot for your time, guys. Really appreciate it, and I wish you a good end of the week, maybe good summer holidays for you. I will see maybe some of you at FCC in 2 weeks. We'll see. And it's pretty late, Gabriel, where you are. So I hope you you will go very soon. So have a good weekend, guys. It was good to have you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Have
lot.
a good one.
Thank you, guys. Bye.